Hello guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Yes, my name is Obioma, and if you're a new subscriber, if you're just visiting my channel, or if you're passing by, hi, I hope you stay. I hope you subscribe and stay, right? Yes, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You guys are the best. And then remember to like, remember to share, remember to comment, and to basically engage in my channel, right? Let's grow and know each other. I am very much open to get to know you guys. Thank you. So today I'm going to talk about the things you can bring into Canada, the documents you'll be asked at the point of entry, the things you need while traveling, when you're getting to the Nigerian airport, when you're getting to your connecting airport, when you're landing Canada, the documents you'll be asked, at least the questions you'll be asked, and then also the things, the foodstuffs or any other thing you need to bring generally into Canada. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So now you've gotten your passport back from VFS after stamping, right? Congratulations. Yes, and then you've started gathering your things to pack, so you have to know that you have to fill your arrive can 72 hours to your arriving date. So you're arriving Canada on the 3rd of September, or on the 3rd of August, or on the 3rd of October, so you have to fill your arrive card on the 1st. Yes, you fill your arrive card on the 1st of that month. If you're arriving on the 3rd, you have to fill it on the 4th. That's 2 days back, right? So yeah, you have to fill it 72 hours. You download the arrive can app from the Play Store or Google Store, and then fill the form. You can also fill in the declaration form. That is also in the arrive can. It's optional. You can either fill it there or fill it at the airport, but it's always easier to fill your declaration form. The declaration form is just basically declaring all that you are bringing into Canada, whether you're bringing a cash, whether you're bringing foodstuffs, any foodstuffs that you're bringing, you declare it in the can, arrive can, or you declare it at the airport. But it's always easier and faster for you to just declare it on the app, so that once you arrive Canada and you're going through the check-ins, you don't have to start declaring much. Okay, you just have to place your passport, and then it will just give you a receipt. So yeah, now you've filled your arrive can and you're set, and once you fill it, immediately you're done filling it, you get your receipt from the arrive can, from the border services. Immediately it will get to your email, or even there as once you've submitted. So here, and then make sure you pack your documents safely where they can be very accessible. Don't want to pack them in your check-in luggages. No, you have to put them in your backpack or your handbag, wherever you're putting your things. So you have to put it very, very secure, and where you can easily access them at any point when you ask for any document. Okay, so back then you have your letter of introduction from the IRCC when you are offered your visa. You have your letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution. You have your medical report, and you don't even need your medical report slip, but you can just carry all this, and you also know that your medicals must not expire before your travel date. If your medicals are expire before your travel date, you need to get a new medicals. Okay, and then even though you've already got your LOI, your letter of introduction from IRCC, and then you got it today, and then your medical got expired tomorrow prior to your arrival date, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, you just have to do a new medicals, and then upload slip from the hospital to the RCC. Okay, they don't need to give you a new letter of introduction. You already have a letter of introduction. The only thing you have to do is to carry your new medicals, and so that when you're asked at the point of entry, oh, your medicals is expire, okay, do you have an updated medical result? You can present the new one you have. Okay, so then you have other, basically carry, there is not much, because even if you carry all these documents at the point of entry, you might just be asked your passport and your letter of introduction and your school acceptance letter, just like they did to me. Okay, but just to be on the safer side, you just have to carry all the documents you know that you submitted when you were doing your visa application. Okay, so that you don't know which one they'll ask you, because everybody can be different. Every border service officer can be different. Okay, you might get to a point where another person, you guys might be in the line, and they call you guys differently, and then they ask, this one is asked your medical, your passport, and you ask your bank statement. You understand? So you just have to be on the safer side and carry these documents. Then what else? I think that's basically the documents you know you have to carry. Like, you must carry your letter of introduction, you must have them handy, and also from your school you can request an enrollment letter from your school. Because for me, I was asked, basically I did not even know that I'll be asked that, because I heard that the enrollment letter is no longer being asked at the point of entry. It was not even asked at the point of entry, but it was asked at the Nigerian embassy, a Nigerian airport. So you can, if you have if your school offers enrollment letter, you can just you can request enrollment letter from them. They can just give it to you. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So when you're done packing this, so then the foodstuffs you need to bring, the foodstuffs you need to bring, you can get you're not supposed to have any dairy products like milk, any meat, any chicken, maggi, chicken indomie, anything requiring chicken. You don't have to bring them. You shouldn't bring them. Okay, they are not acceptable at the border services or even any point of entry. You don't have to bring anything containing milk, anything containing chicken, basically. Okay, so you can get stockfish, you can get that's what we look for Igbo people. You can get stockfish, you can get dry fish, you can get crayfish. You can grind enough crayfish, okay, because the crayfish here, oh God, it's not something you want to try out. So you have to get as much as you can, at least to last you for a period of time. Okay, and then you can get spices. You can get different kinds of spices for pepper soup, for jollof rice, for stew, for soup, different kind of spices that you use in cooking back home. So you can get those. You can also get pepper. You have to grind your pepper. You have to, whether Cameroon pepper, whether black, whether normal pepper, just any type of pepper that you use, that you like, you can get them. You don't need to get salt is here. You also don't need to get maggi, but you can get maggi if you can. Maggi is here, but you can get maggi, because I think the maggi here, our maggi back home tastes better than the maggi here. I can attest to that. So you can just get the maggi from back home, but it shouldn't be maggi chicken. It should be you can get maggi star, and then no, that is not chicken. Okay, they have normal and then no chicken. So you don't have to get anything chicken. You should get the normal, like maggi star and all that. And also you can get you should get charger, or what's it called again, adapter, universal adapter, because the charging port in Canada is totally different from that of Nigeria. So you can get a charger. I'll link the Canada charging, the charger you can get, adapter you can get from wherever you are. You can order it online, or you can get it. I don't think they sell it in the local markets in Nigeria. I don't know. I didn't search for, but you can just search for it and then get it. So get hair stuff. You can get your makeup. You can get, for our ladies, you can have your makeup head ready. You can get enough. If you have the funds to buy enough makeup, you can get, okay. But you know, if you're not a makeup person, you can just get the normal powder, eye pencil, lipstick, you know, just normal ones. You can get them. And you can also get your jewelry, like this one. I got it at RD here in Canada. They're not too expensive, but you can just, you know, you don't want to start spending unnecessary dollar. So you can just get these things very cheap at the local market. And then get your hair relaxer, get your hair extensions. Guys, the hair extensions here are very costly. Like the hair extensions, the normal weave-ons, it gets very cheap at the market. When you come here, you're getting it for $11, $10, $9. It's not even funny, you guys. So you have to get them from the local market. You have to get them as many as they will not search it. Even the mistake I did was I didn't get enough. I got, but I used them before I could start traveling. I already used them in doing some things. So, and I forgot to, you know, replace them. Or I thought I forgot, but I just thought, okay, I can just make do with these little ones I have, and I'm just regretting it, but it's okay. So you can just, to be on the safer side, you have to get your hair extensions as much as you can, okay. If you think they are going to like add more kg to your luggage, you can remove them from the pack. That's how they do it. You can remove them from the pack and just tie them in a transparent waterproof, what is very light waterproof, and then, you know, as far as you're going to use, you know, you're going to use them by yourself. You know, you just remove them from the pack, remove that paper thing they use wrapping it, and then put it inside the waterproof, the normal weight, white or black waterproof that does not have any weight, and just tie it there and then put it inside your bag, your traveling bag, and then check it and put it in your check-in luggage, okay. Yeah, and then what again, get your clothes. If you're coming to the winter, you know, at least get 1 or 2 winter jackets. When you come here, you can get more, because they think the weather here is totally different from that of Nigeria, so you can get thicker ones here in Canada, okay. And then if you're coming through the summer, if you're arriving this August or arriving September, you know, there's still normal weather, not the cold kind of weather, so you can get normal summer clothes, you know, your normal blouses, your normal trousers, and all of that, okay. So you don't have to get something very thick, okay. So you can even, if you're arriving during the summer, you can even forget about getting your winter jackets. You can get them here when you come, because during the summertime they tend to put all the winter clothes on sales. You can get them cheaper here instead of getting them, and you know, you're sure to get the thicker ones, not instead of getting your winter jackets over there in Nigeria and then coming here to get more, because of those ones you got are very light and they won't even sustain you at all, okay. So yeah, basically you also get your if you have a laptop, you can get it, you can carry it, especially but you know, like for phones, there are some phones that do not work here in Canada, and there are some phones that work here even if you're using them back home, okay. So you can get your phones. If you're using an iPhone, you know, it will work here. If you're using a Samsung, it will work, but there are other phones that you know that will not work. So for the foodstuffs, you can also get your blended egusi. You can get your blended ogbono. You know, for us that do eat egusi, I don't eat egusi, I don't like egusi, but for those that love egusi and for those that love ogbono, you can get your blended egusi, you can get your blended ogbono, you can get your blended achi and ofo and ede and then obey. You know, for our Anambra sisters and brothers, you can get obey, okay. So you can also get akam for those that love pap. You know, you can get akam. You know, you freeze it when you buy it, to freeze it very well, so that before you land it will not melt, at least it will still be on the solid state, okay, before you're landing. So I've already talked about spices, your fried rice spice, your pepper soup, your jollof rice, all those spices that you know you love. You can just bring them, and then you can also bring gari. For those that love gari, you can bring gari, so that before it to finish, you must have but your mother must have taken enough gari, so that when it gets finished, you can now start buying other types of swallow here. Okay, you can also pack your favorite snacks when you come into Canada. You can, just for the meantime, if you're a snacks lover, if you love snacks a lot, you can pack your favorite snacks from Canada, from Nigeria, and then at least munch on them for a few days or few weeks, okay, before getting adapting to the Canada snacks and to the Canada way of eating. Okay, so then you can get your aboniki balms for any pains or the cold weather. You can use them to sustain yourself. You should also get ori, that's the shea butter. Those ones, ori, you can get a very medium quantity or large quantity or small quantity, however you want, from the local markets there in Nigeria. So pack them either in waterproof or pack them in, to maximize space, you can just pack them into waterproof and remove them from the cocoa or the container that you bought them or they are in. So you can just pack them into waterproof and then put them in your check-in luggages. Okay, mainly don't put your perfumes and your any liquid stuff, don't put them in the box that you're going to use as your hand luggage. Pack all these foodstuffs, pack all your creams, your perfumes, your body sprays, everything in your check-in luggages, because if you pack them in your hand luggage, they're going to seize them or even throw them away. Okay, don't pack anything that it's not important at all. Just pack them in the check-in luggages. In your hand luggage, you can pack maybe just your shoes, and then some clothes into your hand luggage, and then your backpack can be your files and your basically your books and your pencils and your pen. Okay, don't pack anything that that they will see and they're like, oh my god, what is this? And then your hand luggage. Okay, just pack all these ones into your check-in luggages and make it very easier for you. And then, like, before you get to the airport, before you start traveling that day, you can get a hand weighing luggage, a household weighing luggage. Okay, maybe just these little ones. You can get them Jumia. For those of us in Nigeria, you can get them from Jumia or any online platform. You can order them from. Okay, very cheap. They have the ones of 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and depending. Okay, so you can weigh your luggage at home, so that when you get to the airport, it's very easier for you. Okay, so you don't have to start running up and down at the airport when your bags are overweight or when your bags are underweight. Okay, and maybe you're entitled to 23 kg luggages. So instead of all of them, both of them to be both 23 kg, one is 19 kg or one is over 30 kg. So before you get to the airport, you must have known how to arrange them and know how to get them at 23 kg or even below. Okay, so because these people at the airport, they don't even want to hear that your weights are overweight or you have an extra luggage. You're going to pay heavily at that. Okay, so you don't want to make that mistake at all. Okay, you want to save that extra cash, even though it happened to me that I had an extra luggage, but 2 extra luggages, and I paid more than I was supposed to pay. Okay, but it's okay. So just don't make this mistake that I made. You have to have your luggages checked before getting to the airport, or you can also get to the airport very early. So that by the time you must have done all these check-ins and arranging your luggages, you still have enough time to check in and board. Okay, so you don't have to put yourself into a lot of stress and basically get agitated or get worked up even before you board the airplane. You don't want to put yourself into that stress. Okay, you can also get your vegetables. They have the ugu, you have okazi, you have bitter leaf, you have tazi, you have so many vegetables you can blend, like cut and then dry very well, so that they can retain their flavors and their texture a little bit before you get to, when you get to Canada. Your onugbu, you are very sure that it won't spoil. Your ugu, you have to, once if you blend your ugu, I don't know, for if you want to carry ugu, it's okay, but for me, I tried it and it was not a pleasant experience at all. I don't even want to encourage anybody to get ugu and water leaf. Don't blend your ugu and water leaf. It's not okay at all. Okay, but if you know you have a better way of preserving it, that's fine. Okay, maybe I didn't preserve my own very well, or I didn't just know how. I don't even know. It didn't turn out well when I wanted to cook it when I landed. It didn't turn out well, I'm telling you. Like I said, you have to wash them and dry them and then put them into ziplocs, and make sure you label all these things as you're packing your labeling. You don't want to get to Canada and you're like, what is this again, what is this again, what is this again? Okay, you just have to make sure you label them and put the correct names to each of the ziplocs that you've packed these things. And then if you want to carry yam, my mom packed yam for my sister, so before 1 week she already finished it, because the yams are very, very small. So you want to carry yam, don't carry those big ones that will make your luggage very, very heavy and big and now contain all the whole space in your bag. Only if they divide the kg, the weight in your bag, half of it is for the yam. No, you just have to, like, if you're carrying these big ones, you have to, like, you should, like, slice them, pieces them small, or they are all the small ones. There are small yams in the market. You can get those ones instead of getting those big ones and letting them occupy all the space in your hand luggage that you're looking for. Okay, so you can also get abacha if you want. You can get abacha. I didn't get that, but you can get abacha for abacha lovers. For our ladies, so you can get your pads, you can get your sanitary pads, you can get your underwears, you can get your and make sure you don't pack these things at your hand luggage. I'm still mentioning this. Don't pack these things in your hand luggage. Don't pack your pads, because at the point of at every checkpoint you're opening your hand luggages and all that. So you don't want them to open your hand luggage and you're seeing pads and underwears. No, pack your pads, pack your underwears, pack everything in your checking luggages. Okay, so like I said, pack your creams, your perfumes, your body sprays, and your underwears. Basically all of them should be in your check-in luggages. And then all your hair, you can get your relaxer, you can get your or even your jewelries. All of them should be your check-in luggages, not in your hand luggage. Okay, you shouldn't bring anything seed, like planting or any seed or anything. No, you're not. It's not allowed into Canada. No seeds are allowed into Canada. For most of us, if you can squeeze in broom, bring your broom to Canada. Because I'm not understanding this brush. I don't like this brush that they are bringing to Canada. No, I don't understand it. Okay, if you can squeeze in broom, bring your broom to Canada. You can also want to get, like, those of us that don't like cooking, you always love beverages. You can get your Milo, you can get your cornflakes, you can get your Golden Morn, and all these normal breakfast, easy breakfast foods that you can get. You can pack them into your check-in luggages and bring them to Canada. So now you have packed, and any other one that you want to bring, that you feel that that you can pay for. If you can pay for extra luggage for these ones, that's fine. Okay, that's fine by you. So if you know all these things I've mentioned and also more, you can bring them into Canada. Except, like I said, except milk, except chicken, except seeds, except knife, anything that any sharp object is also not allowed into Canada. Okay, so now at the port of entry, you've passed Nigerian airports, and like you've like in Nigeria airport, you'll be asked your letter of introduction, you'll be asked your enrollment letter, you'll be asked your passport. You like I said, these things has to be in a place that is very accessible to you. Like once you ask for this, you're opening your file and you're giving it to them. Okay, you don't want to wait like 15 minutes. You're still Oh, you guys, I heard of a story. A friend, not necessarily a friend of mine, but just a colleague of mine in my school. When he was entering, he gave his gist, like when he got to the port of entry, and then he was asked to bring his was it letter of introduction or school acceptance, I don't know. So he was, because he was nervous, so he spat on his hand and was he spat on his hand and was trying to bring it out because of the nervous, and because he was nervous, and then he was bringing out the file. When he handed over the file to the border service officer, he or she was very agitated, like he was shouting, like as in irritated at the sight of the saliva touching his finger and also using it to bring out the file. Okay, just have to you don't need to be nervous at all at any point. Okay, you just have to you just be confident, especially if you have the right documents. Okay, so when you get to the airport, Nigerian airport, you'll be asked your arrive you won't be asked for your arrive can at that point. First of all, you'll be asked your enrollment letter, you'll be asked your letter of introduction from IRCC, and then you'll be asked your letter of acceptance from your school. Okay, that's these three things are the ones you'll be asked first from the Nigerian airport. So you've shown them and you've gone past all the check-ins and all these things, because these three documents are the ones that will get you checked and all those things and all that checking points. So you've gotten to the point of boarding. You also when you're at the port of boarding, you also be checked in and you'll be asked your COVID vaccination card. Also get that one ready. Okay, for those of us that are fully vaccinated, you have to get your vaccine card ready, like accessible also among your files that you know that you're going to present. Get it ready, and then also you'll be asked your arrive can when you're boarding into the airport, into the airplane. You'll be asked for your arrive can, and your arrive can receipt, you can just show them from your phone. Okay, if you don't want to print them out, you can just show them from your phone. And make sure if you don't have data to log into your email at that point, you should screenshot the email so that you can just show them. But immediately I asked, when it was my turn to show my arrive can, the man was like, "Did you fill it?" I said yes. He said, "You can go." Okay, I didn't have to even open my phone or anything. He just asked me if I filled it. I said yes. He now said I can go after showing him my vaccine certificate. So when you enter, you'll be searched. Your hand luggages will be searched. You'll be searched. After being searched, you can sit down to board. So you've boarded, and then you're getting to your connecting country. I'm going to talk about Ethiopian airports. Use the Ethiopian airline. So if you're using Ethiopian airline, you know you'll be arriving Addis Ababa, and then at Addis Ababa there are so many check-ins at Addis Ababa, like very, very exhausting check-ins, you guys. Very, very exhausting check-ins. Like the check-ins are not even funny. Before your layover time is 1 hour 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Before you're done checking in, that only 1 hour 45 minutes is gone, and you only have like 10 to 15 minutes to even rest, because the check-ins from here to here, you're checking in, from here to here, you're checking in, from here to here, you're checking in, and you're so exhausted. So you have to get your, like I said, you have to get your your documents ready for check-ins. Okay, so when you pass your when you pass Addis Ababa, when you've passed Addis Ababa check-ins, and then you boarded on your way to Canada. So let's just fast forward to Canada, because after Addis Ababa there is nothing else you're going to be asked. Okay, the only stopover after Addis Ababa is Dublin Island, but you guys are not coming down from the airport or the airplane, because it's just for maintenance and fuel and refueling of the airplane. Okay, so there's nothing going on at the airport, just to you guys will still be inside the airplane. Okay, so after refueling for about 45 minutes to 1 hour, and after staying at the airport for that amount of time, it will now be time to move to Canada. So fast forward to your landing Canada. Congratulations. At the port, immediately you land Canada, immediately you get down from the airplane, you start going and start walking down to where you get to the kiosk. There's very big, very big room, very big place. People they do the check and the place is a very big place with so many machines, and then you have to, that's where you declare everything, declare your passport, declare the things you've, if like I said, if you did not declare anything at the port at your arrive can, if you did not declare in your arrive can, you have to declare at that port of entry. So immediately you enter the airport and you've gotten into that building, everybody is in the line. So when you see any empty computer, you now go and declare the things you've brought into Canada. Okay, you put in your passport and you scan your passport, and the camera will also take a picture of you, and then you're set, and then you collect your receipt from the kiosk, and then it's called a kiosk. Okay, and then you collect your receipt and then head over to the immigration. So in the line, when you get, as you're walking, you'll be asked if you're if you're a new immigrant. Of course you're a new immigrant, right? So you join the line, you join the queue, and then you guys are on your way to the border service offices. Okay, so you get to the border service offices, and then you're for me, immediately we're only two, because I arrived on a Sunday, right? So we're only 3 students that were arriving. Others were, I knew like about 3 people were permanent residents. So they collected our letters. So it was turn by turn. You'll be called into each office. So when it got my turn, I was called into, and your study permit is already on the table there waiting for it, because they already printed it out. Okay, because like I said, they'll collect they'll collect everybody's letter of introduction, like they did mine, and then call you guys one by one in. So when it got my turn, I came inside, and then I sat down. I was asked for my letter of introduction. I was asked for my school acceptance letter, and I was also asked for my passport. So I presented my passport to her. She the officer was a female. I presented my travel documents to her, my acceptance letter and my passport. So she asked me when my school is starting. I told her September 6th. Okay, that I arrived, that day was July 17th, so I arrived like very early before my school, so it wasn't a problem. Okay, so she asked me for my school resumption date, and I told her. So she looked at my school acceptance letter, and then basically gave me my study permit. Okay, and then I took my study permit and I left. There was nothing much, some people, they will ask you your passport, they will ask you your study permit, they will ask you your letter of introduction, like they took mine. They also ask you your school your school acceptance letter, and they'll also ask you your bank statement. So like I said, you have to get all these documents ready, because you don't know the one that they'll ask you, and you don't want to fall your hand. You don't want your village people to be beside you that day. Just have everything handy, so anyone they ask you, you're very ready to present to them any document. Okay, so when you're done getting your study permit, and you've left there, you're going directly downstairs to get your luggage, and then that's it. Get your luggage, and then once you've gotten your luggage, make sure you don't carry someone else's luggage. And that's why it's very important to name your luggages before leaving before leaving your house, or if you know you're going to wrap your bags at the Nigerian airport, after wrapping your bags, you write your name. You write your name. So make sure you write your name in your luggage, so that when you get to Canada airport, when you get to Toronto airport, wherever you're landing, you will locate your luggages with your name, so that you don't have to take somebody else's luggages. Okay, because you will be very sure that your luggage will be looking similar to another person's luggage. Okay, so make sure you have your name written on all your stuff, so that it will be very easy. Because there was one woman, when we landed, she was looking for her luggage. She came because we boarded the same airplane, yeah. So she was asking me, she was just running around, round before she located her luggage. So you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you are thinking, is this my luggage, or is this someone else's luggage? Is this my luggage, or is it someone else's luggage? Okay, so you have to put your names on your luggages aside. They'll be easily found by you. So these are the things I know that I try to share with you guys. If you still have more and more things you feel others can learn from, you can put them in the comment section. If you have other things that people can also bring, those of us that are already in Canada, you can put them in the comment section, so that someone else will see it and also add to the list of the things he or she can bring. Okay, so until here, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching up to this point. Remember to like, remember to share, remember to comment, and engage, like I said in the beginning, engage on my channel. Okay, so we can get to know each other. Okay, so I'm going to end the video right now. I'll see you in my next video, and until then, God bless you. Continue being you. Okay, thank you and bye.